Educators throughout the world recognize the importance of feeding children at school to assure that they can be active learners. While there is wide acceptance that hungry students struggle and can make teachers' jobs harder, some aspects of school lunch policy in the United States is highly controversial. Private charities in a few U.S. cities began providing school lunches in the mid 1800s. In 1909, both the Boston and Philadelphia school boards adopted the first public school lunch programs in the United States. In 1946, the enactment of the National School Lunch Act made school lunch programs mandatory and created a system of free and subsidized school lunches based on family income. Since then, four different national laws have expanded school meal programs, including adding breakfast in 1966. Despite that, some kids still go hungry at U.S. schools for a variety of reasons. Some students just won't eat what is served. Others say the meals don't have enough calories, and some students are being denied meals because their parents have not paid the tab. The latest law modifying the U.S. program, the Healthy Hunger Free Act, was signed by President Obama in 2010. It included nutrition standards formulated under the leadership of Michelle Obama as part of her effort to make meals healthier and to fight obesity. That law allowed the United States Department of Agriculture, or as it is better known, the USDA, to upgrade nutrition standards which were implemented in 2012. However, last month, the USDA announced that it will roll back some of those standards for next school year. The more nutritious standards effectively eliminated traditional American cuisine, hamburgers, french fries, pizza at some school cafeterias, and dramatically reduced those offerings at others. And many, including the Secretary of Agriculture, say many of the new healthier meals are just being dumped in the trash.
And lunchrooms went down and the waste went up. And so it was pretty easy. What the major press didn't get yesterday, although we took great pains to explain to them, is that we were not really rolling back anything. We were slowing down this process of stringent sodium intake. And also,
according to a report by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, the number of students eating school lunch declined 4.5% after the new standards went into effect, and that 5 of 8 districts describe continuing challenges with plate waste. Some researchers have released reports showing that healthier meals are starting to be more accepted as chefs adapt to making tastier meals with healthier ingredients. But that is being drowned out with press headlines like, "Is pizza a vegetable?" Congress says yes, and wide coverage of students' protest videos going viral, including a film shot at a Kansas high school with more than 1.6 million views on YouTube, titled "We Are Hungry," complaining about how low-calorie, unappetizing meals are hurting their athletics. The Healthy Hungry Free Act also allows parents to view the nutritional contents of their kids' meals and allows a process for districts to automatically qualify children of parents that do not apply for free meals using Medicaid data, and allows high-poverty school districts to give meals free to all students. On the other end of the spectrum, a few high-income districts have opted out of receiving federal money in order to exempt themselves from the USDA standards, and others are considering doing the same. For schools in the program, all meals they serve are subsidized by the national government. There are currently 9 tiers for national subsidies toward each meal served in the continental United States. Each meal subsidy is determined by 2 factors: the student's placement on the National Free Meal Plan and whether 60% of a district's students are on the plan. For the 2016-17 school year, the national subsidy started at 30 cents a meal for students that do not even qualify for meal assistance. Meal assistance is either a free meal or partially discounted meal depending on family income. National subsidies top out at $3.33 a meal in districts where 60% of the students qualify for reduced or free meals. For a child living in the continental US or Guam to receive free meals last school year, if she was in a household of four, the family income needed to be less than $31,590. Alaska and Hawaii each have their own categories with slightly higher income thresholds. Living wages are extremely higher in many areas of the United States. For instance, in Los Angeles, a family of four needs to bring in $74,000 to survive, according to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So for many students that do not qualify for free or reduced meals, parents are having trouble paying the bills. School districts are allowed to not serve those kids, and USDA policy is that they should be given an alternative lunch. And in some cafeterias, that is a slice of bread. Last September, the agency said all states must release official regulations for dealing with unpaid meal tabs by July 1st, 2017. Cafeteria workers dumping students' trays in the trash when they go to check out has led to a barrage of media coverage of lunch shaming, and roughly half the states are now considering laws to ban the practice. It is hard to find someone who does not support feeding students at public schools, but like so much in the United States, how to get that done varies from locality to locality and from across the political spectrum.